Morning, children. So, today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is a game of chance. So, a game of chance, as the name suggests, it speaks about the futility of the lucky charms or the bumper lotteries and so on. It shows in an interesting manner to its readers how the feeling or the emotions of the innocent are played with. You might have also experienced it in some fairs or in some tricks which these people used to play with you all. So, on those lucky charms and those tricky games, this chapter is based. So, before I read the whole chapter, I'll just give you the gist, summarize you what is there in the story. Eid fair, it used to be held in Rashid's village. There was a boy named Rashid. So, it used to be held in his village for days together every year. So, here tradesmen had a good time to sell their goods. And this time, Rashid he went to see the fair with his uncle and a servant. A few friends of his uncle he met there and took him with them. So his uncle went with his friends. So who were left? Rashid and the servant. So Rashid's uncle he left him to look around the fair with the servant and instructed him neither to buy anything nor to go too far in his absence. Now Rashid gave him a word to do the same, that yes, I'll obey your orders, I'll not go away and I'll not purchase anything. Rashid and the servant they took a round of the fair and stopped before the lucky shop. So there was a lucky shop, and this boy Rashid and that servant, both of them stopped there. It was called lucky as the shopkeeper of the shop was asking everybody to try their luck, just paying 50 paisa. So that shopkeeper wants them to pay 50 paisa, everybody to pay 50 paisa and then try their luck. Rashid noticed an old man won a beautiful clock and sold it back to the shopkeeper for rupees 15. Then a small boy got a comb but sold it back in 25 paisa. In other rounds, he won a fountain pen, a wristwatch, and a table lamp and gave all the things back to the shopkeeper happily. Now, Rashid was attracted by all that and he also thought of trying his luck. In every round, he received peanuts. So, what does peanuts means? Means very little in return for what he spent. In the greed for trying his luck, he lost all his money and became a laughing stock. They came back to the place where his uncle left him with a heavy heart. Soon uncle came and Bhaiya, that servant, he told everything to him. Seeing that Rashid was upset, his uncle, he told him that it was not a matter of good luck or the bad luck. The winners were friends of the shopkeeper. They have tricked you. They have the all these things were planned before. It was an act of befooling people to attract them towards the game to take money from them. Uncle gave him an umbrella and some other things, and he also suggested Rashid to forget about all those fool things. So now we'll read this chapter one by one and then I'll explain it to you. So, um, every year on the occasion of Eid, there was a fair in our village. Eid was celebrated only one day, but the fair lasted many days. Tradesmen from far and wide came there with all kinds of goods to sell. You could buy anything from a small pin to a big buffalo. So, what happens over there? That there was a fair in Rashid's village, and Eid it used to be held in Rashid's village every year. And for Eid celebration, there was only one day, but the fair it used to be there for many days, and it used to be a good opportunity for the shopkeepers and merchants as they were able to sell their goods. So they used to come to the fair from far away places. And this fair had a variety of everything from so small to the big ones. You might have seen it in your areas also, isn't it? That in certain on certain occasion we used to have certain fairs, or which you call melas. So where people from far and distant places, they used to come with their goods and they sell it. Uncle took me to the fair. Bhaiya, who worked for us at home, came with us. There was a big crowd at the fair. Uncle was leading us through the crowd when he met a few of his friends. They wanted him to spend some time with them. So he said that Rashid's uncle, he took him to the fair along with Bhaiya. Bhaiya was a servant who worked in their house. It was a crowded place, so Rashid's uncle was directing them to move along in the fair. So on the way, his friends met him, and Rashid's uncle's friend met him, and they wanted Rashid's uncle to be with them for some time. Now, uncle, he asked me whether I would like to look around the fair with Bhaiya till he came back. I was happy to do that. Uncle warned me neither to buy anything nor to go far out while he was away. I promised that I would wait for him. So now Rashid's uncle, he has to speak to his friend. He has to meet his friend. So he before going, he said that if he would like to visit the fair with Bhaiya in his absence, and it was Rashid's choice to visit the fair. So he felt happy for that. Rashid was very happy because he wanted to visit the fair. He wanted to see the things around. So uncle, he instructed him not to buy anything from the fair and not to go too far. Even your parents, they instruct you not to buy anything from the fair. You know that they'll always tell, see, these are not of good qualities or things like that. Rashid, he promised to follow the words and wait for him to come back. Now, Bhaiya and I went from shop to shop. There were many things I would have liked to buy, but I waited for uncle to return. Then we came to what was called the lucky shop. The shopkeeper was neither young nor old. He was a middle aged man. He seemed neither too smart nor too lazy. He wanted everybody to try their luck. There were discs on the table with numbers from 1 to 10 facing down. All you had to do was to pay 50 paisa, pick up any 6 discs, add up the numbers on the disc, and find the total. The article marked with that number was yours. Now Rashid, along with Bhaiya, he went to each and every shop. He visited every shop. There were many things of his choice which he wanted to buy, but he was waiting for his uncle to come back. Then they reached a shop named Lucky Shop. There was shop with a banner Lucky Shop. So the shopkeeper, he was a middle-aged man, neither too young nor too old. So this is the description of that shopkeeper. So that shopkeeper, he was a middle-aged man. Middle-aged man means between 50s, 45 to 50s. Neither too young nor too old. He was not lazy, if was not very active. Means he was not that much lazy or he was not that much active. So in between. He was expecting the visitors to his shop to try their luck. Few discs with numbers 1 to 10, they were lying there on the table, and people, they could pick up any 6 discs, could add up their numbers, and were supposed to match the total count. They had to an article marked with the same number. If they were able to do so, the article could be theirs. So now an old man, he paid 50 paisa and selected 6 discs. He added up the numbers on them and found the total was 15. He was given the article marked which 15, which was a beautiful clock, but the old man did not want a clock. The shopkeeper obliged him by buying it back for 15 rupees. The old man went away very pleased. So what happened? That there was an old man who came there and he paid 50 paisa to select 6 discs. He added the numbers printed on them and counted the total. The shopkeeper gave him the article marked 15. It was a very beautiful clock, but the old man he had no interest in that clock. So the shopkeeper he did a favor to him. What he said that he could buy this clock back by paying him rupees 15. Though and he paid 15 rupees to the old man. The old man he felt very happy and went away. Then a boy a little older than I tried his luck. He got a comb worth 25 paisa. The shopkeeper looked neither happy nor sad. He bought the comb from the boy for 25 paisa. The boy tried his luck again. He now got a fountain pen worth 3 rupees. Then he tried a third time and got a wristwatch worth 25 rupees. When he tried again, he got a table lamp worth more than 10 rupees. The boy was happy and went away with a smile and good deal of cash. So what happened thereafter? That a young boy who was a little older than Rashid, he came there to try his luck. He was able to get a comb of 25 paisa. The shopkeeper he has a very neutral response to it. He was not very happy nor very sad. So and what he did, he and bought back the comb from him for 25 paisa. The boy tried again and was able to get a fountain pen of rupees 3. Firstly he got a comb, then he got a fountain pen, and now in the next trial, the third trial, he bought trial brought him a table lamp of value more than 10. The boy felt very happy to have such a good deal of money and went away with a smile. Now he said, I wanted to try my luck too. I looked at Bhaiya, he encouraged me. I paid 50 paisa and took 6 discs. My luck was not too good. I got 2 pencils. The shopkeeper bought them from me for 25 paisa. I tried again. This time I got a bottle of ink, also of little value. The shopkeeper bought that for 25 paisa. I took a chance for the third time. Still luck was not with me. So now he said that he was very much influenced by that old man and that boy, that Rashid even wanted to try his luck, and he was so fascinated and wanted to try his luck. Now he looked at Bhaiya and he also encouraged him. That Bhaiya also encouraged him, okay, go ahead and you can try. He also paid 50 paisa and took 6 discs. Now he said my luck was not too good, as he was able to get only 2 pencils, and the shopkeeper he bought those 2 pencils from him for 25 paisa. He said I tried again, and now this time I got a bottle of ink, that too of very less value. Now shopkeeper also bought that from him for 25 paisa. He said I took a chance for the third time, and still the luck was not with me. Luck again did not support me. I had hopes of winning a big prize and continued to try my luck again and again. I got a trifle. At last, I was left with only 25 paisa. Again, the shopkeeper showed his kindness. He said I could either play once more with 25 paisa or settle the account then and there. I played again, and the last 25 paisa also disappeared. It was really a very bad luck for him. He said he continued his trial in the hope of winning big prizes, but He paid 50 paisa for each trial, and every time he was not able to get little amount. At last, now he was left with only 25 paisa. Now, to this, the shopkeeper, he showed sympathy, he showed kindness, and he offered him either to try once again or settle his account. Now Rashid, he chose to play again, and he lost the 25 paisa that he was left with. That means he lost each and every penny. People were looking at me. Some were laughing at my bad luck, but none showed any sympathy. Bhaiya and I went to the place where uncle had left us and waited for him to return. Presently he came. He looked at me and said, Rashid, you look upset. What's the matter? Now, the people over there, they were standing and they were noticing him. Some were even laughing at his poor luck, and no one even showed any kind of sympathy at that poor boy. Finally, he, along with his bhaiya, that servant, they went to the place where his uncle had left them and had asked them to wait for him. Now, after some time, his uncle reached there and found him upset, that Rashid was upset. He asked Rashid about the matter and why he was sad. Now, I didn't say anything. Bhaiya told him what had happened. Uncle was neither angry nor sad. He smiled and patted me. He took me to his shop and bought me a beautiful umbrella, biscuits, and sweets, and some other little gifts. Then we returned home. Now I said, Rashid, he didn't reply. Bhaiya, he told Rashid's uncle about the whole matter. Uncle was very neutral to the issue because he knew all these things. He was neither angry nor sad. He gave him a smile and gently stroke on his back to show affection. He even took him to for shopping and bought him a beautiful umbrella, biscuits, sweets, and some other small gifts. And then they came back home. Back home, Uncle told me that the lucky shopman had made a fool of me. No, Uncle, I said. It was just my bad luck. No, my boy, said Uncle. It was neither good luck nor bad luck. But, Uncle, I said, I saw an old man getting a clock and a boy getting 2 or 3 costly things. You don't know, child, Uncle said. They were all friends of the shopkeeper. They were playing tricks to tempt you to try your luck. They wanted your money and they got it. Now forget about it and don't tell anybody of your bad luck or your foolishness. Now, when they were on their way home, his uncle, he told him that the lucky shopman had made a fool of him. Rashid, he denied that and said that it was not he had not made fool, it was my bad luck. But uncle, he explained him that it was not a matter of good luck or bad luck. To that Rashid, he said that he noticed an old man, he was getting a clock, and a young boy who was getting 2 or 3 expensive gifts. Then uncle told him that they were all the friends of shopkeeper. They were shopkeeper's friends and they were cheating the people. They were playing to attract the people. They were trying to lure the people to try their luck so that they could get money from the customers, which they got. And finally, they were successful. He advised him to forget the whole matter and not to speak to anybody of his bad luck or the foolishness. So, I hope this chapter is clear to all of you. And we have learned that we should not become fool easily and we should not get attracted to all those things very easily. Okay, so take care. Goodbye.